Hey everyone, with this video we're going to talk about fighter mitt work. So instead of just working on like a specific combo, we're going to incorporate all the ring, all your moves, and all your tools. So starting off first, most important punch in boxing is that jab. So you can start off with just a little bit of movement in the jab. So double jab, jab, good. Give me a single, single. Now I might work his defense with that. So give me a single, give him a catch with it, give me a single. Give me a block on it. Maybe jab, slip same time. You can mix that in if you want. Yep, good. Let's see double. Boom, boom. Now move around, make some space now. Double jab. Block. Yep, double jab. See, that's good though. He's thinking about his work. Double jab. Bam, bam. Have him coming forward. Then we can think about defense with that like I talked about. Maybe double jab. Boom, boom. And then maybe I'll give him some shots that he's got to block. Bam, bam. Here, check his defense. Make sure it's looking sharp, making sure there's nothing over the top. Jab, jab, good. Boom, jab, good. I give him some jabs maybe, double. So I get him thinking about his defense. He's not just mindlessly throwing punches. He's thinking about what I'm doing, and I'm mixing up a little bit, helping him out. Next thing I want you to think about with the fighter mitt work is putting chunks or combos. So you can do that with like calling a combo. So let's say, if I say like classic combo, right? Classic. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, classic. Or by calling numbers. 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 2, 3. So you can do it by calling, so mixing some movement here. 1, 2, 5, 3. Good. 2, 3, 2. 3, 3, 2. Yep, 2, 4, 3. Good. So mixing all that in, then we mix some shots, block some shots with it, bam, 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 boom, boom, bam, boom, bam, like that. Mixing that into the mix. But another way I can do that is also with showing certain positions with my mix that he knows. So if I go here perhaps, this means the Tyson. Good. So maybe 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. See that promise. Nice. Good. Move around. Good. Here we go. Good. 1, 1. See, I'm giving a little direction, but I cannot even say anything. And see, he's thinking about his defense while we're working. Now, after he throws something, I can also give him something afterwards. So let's see that Tyson. And I might check, like that. You can do head movement afterwards. Like that, yep. 1, 1, 1, 1. Like that. See, we're working that. You can work footwork after something like that. After that, Robinson, give me stepping out, stepping around. There you go. There you go. So that brings me to the next thing, talking about footwork. First, you saw Trey cut me off, right? So cut me off as we do shots. So here, 1, 2, 2. Good. 2. Good. 3, 2. Good. Stepping off here. 3. Double hook. Good. Yeah, so we mix some of that in here. Nice. Good. 1, 2. Good. Now the other one is if I come at him, he steps around. I'm here. Stepping around. I'm here coming at him. Goes on this way. And I can kind of lead him as a coach which way I want him to go. If I come a little bit towards this shoulder, he knows to go off this way. I come a little bit this way. Wham, like that. We can mix that in with our work. So here, maybe, there you go. Right here. 1, good. 2, 2. Make some space. 4, 3. Leave him over here. There we go. 3, 2. This way. 2. There you go. 1, 1. 1. 1, 1. 1, 1. 1. 1. See, we're mixing all that in. 1. Nice. 1. 1. 1. See, working all that defense while we're working, mixing the footwork, and then also 2. Let's say I'll go back in that corner, Trey. We put him in some different positions. So he's in the corner here. Let's see, 4, 3. Let's see, 4, 3. Let's see, 4, 3, 2, and then grab, turn, step around. Pop back. There you go. Good. Now you can force me a little bit harder than that. So force me in that corner. So pop, 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 grab. 2. Pop. So we can work positional stuff like that. Stay inside as you step out.
Yes,
step
sir.
around. Like that. Again, I'm here, I'm pressing in on 4, 3, 2. Dropping my mitt. Nice. And so we can also work counters off that. Let's say, give me a roll 2, and then angle out, and just get away. So boom, bam, like that. Yep, and see, it's good. Gets an opportunity for work on his technique. Go back in that corner. Let's say I boot it back to this corner. Roll 2, exit out. Yep. Let's make that even sharper. Ready? Sir. Like that. Get all the way out. Because you got it working on countering off the ropes, making space, 1, 1. Like that. Always mixing in that jab. Another thing to talk about is always checking form. So let's say he's doing something a little bit off, like loop a hook for me. You need more loop. Yeah. So he's doing that. You check him. You touch him on it. You let him know. You'll cut off the barrier, make it so he can't loop the hook. Things like that. Always be watching for him while you're still working him, because you don't want the fighter or the client to be working sloppy technique, right? Then let's talk about single shots. So I'll hold up a different hand. This is where we will do cross and mitts. So maybe I'll hold up this one for a single, this one for the 2, this one for the 3, this one for the 4, this one for the 5, this one for the 5, and the 6. Good. So we can mix that into our movement, right? So I'm here, maybe I'm gonna come at Trey, and he can kind of pot shot me. There you go. There we go, and he changes his movement. Good. Nice. Nice. I see 1. There you go, good. You have the signals right now. Nice, good. Good. Nice. So that way you can think about single shots. We can work that into the cutoff. So he's here, kind of cutting me off here. If I'm going to his left, we're going this way. Yep, we move better on that one. There you go, good. Going this way here. You gotta stay with me. Going over here. Straight. There you go, change it up on it. There you go, good. Got me in his corner here. Nice, good. Works that quick reaction. Now, so he's got to work, yep, positionally, what's going on, and always reacting to what I got. We can also do that with the chunks. I can give him single shots, but if I hit this, he hits that Robinson, let's say. I hit this, he hits that Tyson, let's say. And if I'm here, it's double, bam, bam. But then it's single if it's here. Pop. Give me that 1. Pop. Good, here, single, pop, here, boom. But if we know we're here, double, 2, yep. Good, keep him guessing, keep him guessing. Then, talk about jabbing the shoulder with the single shots. Or Trey can just do that when we're working. So let's say right now, we're not doing anything. Trey can still be touching me on the shoulder. He used to touch me while I move around, while coming at me, touch me. Give me 4, 3, 2. My bad, I'm 4, 3, 2. Pop, pop, pop. And then put that jab back, touch me again. Put that jab, put that jab. Yeah, good, good. 3, 2. Pop, pop. And that way you can keep me busy. Change up the timer on that jab. Yep, there we go. Makes this head movement. 2. Pop. There you go, good. Yeah. Good, nice. 3, 2. Good. See that? Mixing some of that in. 4, 3. Pop, pop. Good. Then make some space with that jab right here wrong. There you go. So see he's touching that jab. Maybe I'll give him the 4. Yep, there you go. Then back and move. Make space. Make space on him. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Like that. That's where he can stay more active. And then second last thing to talk about is mixing the counters as we throw. So let's say I'm going to do, perhaps after Trey's jab, I'm going to maybe do an uppercut. So give me a jab, give me a jab. And at some point, after that jab, touch, I might pop that uppercut, give me a 3-2 when that uppercut comes. So, yeah. That way, if Trey has to work on that, let's say he fights people that tend to give him the uppercut, he's ready for it. See, I'm mixing in whenever. Maybe I'll do it off my jab. He's doing defense. Yep. Yep, yep. Let's say it's another situation. Let's say maybe give me 1, 2, 3, and when I come back with that 3, give me 3, 2. So 1, 2, 3, pop, pop, pop. Yep, now do a snap. Good, mixing some movement. Now Trey can do it. There we go. Mix it up on me now. There we go. Yeah. So when he's good and ready, he can do it. Good. Good. Okay, you step around. Bobbed under what I was about to throw. Yeah, he got under it though. He got under it. You might just throw it. Let's say I know Trey's going to be boxing someone that does hooks. We want to work on that counter, we can work that counter. Let's say he boxes someone we know is going to rip some body shots. I might go boom, boom, 4, 3, bam. Yep. So I'm here, boom, boom, bam. Good. Double jab. Double jab. There you go. See, he put that jab on my shoulder. Because he wanted to do it, because he knows he got to stay active. Good, make space. There you go. Good, make space. This is the way you can keep your fighter on their quote toes, on the balls of the feet, makes some movement. There you go, good. Here. There we go, yeah. Do that. Good, nice, nice. And then the biggest point is for the boxer to always be thinking and be active while they're working, because what Trey doesn't need to do, unless we're working on pure technique, is give me 1, 2, 5, 2, 3. And just stay there, unless we're just really working on something specific we want to do, where we're talking about certain punch technique. But ideally, you want to put in some different situations and have the fighter know he can do different situations, or she can do different situations. So give me 1, 2, 5, 2, 3, and give me everything that you can do afterwards. Yes, sir. Because everything comes to the top of your head. So 1, 2, 5, 2, 3. He steps out, makes space. He puts out that jab again as he makes space and a little bit off to the side. Good. Steps around. Let's see you smother in deep on this one. Yes, sir. So ready? Pop, 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 pop. Whoop, like that. And then you grab, turn, or you can work off of that. After that 3, turn over here. Yes, sir. Like that. Let's see that one more time. That's beautiful. Like that. He's stepping over. So you tell your person that they got to be moving something. Move their head afterwards, move their feet afterwards, or be ready to throw something or catch something afterwards, rather. Now, something else too you could do to facilitate this more. Let's say I got Trey up here on the ropes, and let's push on the ropes. Right there. So he's right here. Let's say, and after I call any combination of punches, I'm gonna put my arms like this and you just exit out of the way. So you can just exit out of the way real quick. So you see that? Yep. And that's what it'll do, to use the bob in his head and move his feet afterward. So give me, right back on the rope here, let's see, 3 uppercuts, left hook. I'm going to go here, exit out whichever way you want. Nice, good. Let's see, 2, 3, 2. See that? Yep. And so we can mix that out throughout the whole ring. So I'm here. Give me 1, 2, 5, 2, 3. See that? Nice. 1, 2. Nice. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Good. I come at him zombie. You got to work it anyway. I'm here. Woo. There we go. Good. Woo. Look at that. There we go. That's how we're working. Get used to someone boxing an aggressive boxer. In your stance. Couple sets backing off the side. I might just rush at him like this. Boom. Straight line so he gets that feel. I'm here. Woo. Maybe he suckers me to the ropes, and then when he gets that rope, he spins me and puts me on the rope. Let's use it. Let's use it. Let's use it. Right? So I'm here. Here. Good. One more time. Try right in front of you. Here. Here. And come back. Right here. There we go. Good. 4, 3. Good. 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2. Cut the angle 5. Here. Bam. See what makes us some different things here. Step over. Good. See that step a little more succinct. There we go. Nice. Good. Again. Good. Back in the middle. do some defense, get him used. If he's a shorter boxer or she's a shorter boxer, they might need to be here on the ropes for a second. Give me some weaves. Weave under some shots here. Weaving, keep weaving a little bit. There we go. Good, good, good. And let's see 4-3-2. Make that angle. Good. See a couple weaves. 4-3-2. There we go. Good. Again, a couple weaving, moving his head. 4-3-2. There we go. Way to come back in the middle again. That's it. Weaving. 4-3-2. Nice. Good. 4. Good. 4. 4-3. Good. 4-3 block. 3-2. Again. Nice. One more time. Nice. And then one more thing, last thing to think about is, like we're doing last night, on positionals with the jab even further. So maybe I hold up this mitt, he gives me 1, steps right, shoots a 2. If I hold up this mitt, he gives me 1, step left, shoot a 3. So you can mix anything you want, any type of sequence that you've articulated beforehand with whatever mitt, and then they gotta react. It's not you calling, it's them seeing and them doing something. So ready, let's try it. So ready? See, well, ready for it. It's where it's challenging. So you gotta be thinking, you gotta be using his eyes, and he can't be anticipating. Nice. I see those feet. Nice, good. See that? Stepped in, he turned, he reacted, he didn't stop. Good, now do it when you're good and ready. See that? He did it as good as ready. He got his rhythm. Do it again when you're good and ready. Nice. See, you're mixing the feint through my body. You can always be mixing that in. Good. Nice. I might work his defense right afterwards. I'm going to throw a head shot. Let me see you do head movement afterwards. So when you're good and ready. See that? Always think about moving that head, moving the feet. Yeah. Nice. 2, 3. And that about wraps it up for just some of the general things you can touch on when you're working a client or a boxer with Mittwork getting ready for something. Remember, think about it more so using all the tools, literally recreating a boxing match with the mitts. And this is a great way for them to educate themselves and really increase their ring IQ.